everybody. Welcome back to another
Hello.
episode of the Creative Fellows podcast. My name's Xavier,
My name is Oscar, right over here.
and today we are going to be talking about comics, and we are here with a very special guest, Michael Cannetti, my professor, and someone that I will admit is a really great guy. Uh, Cannetti,
He's
why don't you
looking
introduce
for an A,
yourself?
folks. He's looking for an A this
Okay,
semester.
shut up, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The check will be in the mail by
Yes.
tomorrow.
So, okay, just so you guys know, this is my office here with collectibles on one side and more on the other, and
My God.
I have comics up the wazoo. 38 years of collecting plus. So, fire your questions at me. I'm ready.
All right,
All
all right.
right. I am a guy who's recently getting into collecting. Where do you put all your comics? Because I've recently just gotten in like a year ago, and I'm starting to run out of space, and
Okay.
I don't really know where to go from there. So how do you do it since you've been doing it for so long?
Okay. So, do you know what a long box or a short box is?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I have 42 short boxes of comics.
Whoa.
I have right now in my office here one, two, three, like seven in the office right now, and and I have the rest in my basement. Um, yeah, I use short boxes, and you can get them in white. You can get them with all different designs now. Pretty much every comic shop will sell them. You can buy them on Amazon. What they
Oh,
also sell now, which is kind of cool, they make milk crate style comic boxes that are stackable. And there's other ones that are waterproof as well. That, like, if you ever were to, knock on wood, have a flood in your house, there's a seal on them that would protect the comics from getting wet. I bag and board every comic I own. I just like that. I don't like to put them just loose in a bin. I've always been that sort of just very OCD organized about that.
no
I also
worries.
put two pieces of tape on the back of the plastic, one on either side, not one in the middle. And that's how I kind of keep my stuff organized. And then you want to get really nuts. Don't get into collecting, guys.
Oh
It's a
God.
sickness.
You're asking the
It
wrong
is.
people.
You're asking the wrong people.
You're
I already
asking
collect
the wrong
stuff.
So
people.
so they also sell on Amazon they're like acrylic or plastic dividers with like a tab, like a loose leaf binder would have, and I label each tab so I know what comics are in what sections of each bin.
Yeah, that's
And then
insane.
there's also, my buddy uses an app. I use an app called I Collect, but there's a better app that people use that literally you can scan the comic and it'll download all the stuff into a database on your phone, and then you can log what box they're stored in as you grow your collection.
Alright.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
This is coming from someone. Also, this is what I'm about to ask. This is coming from someone that doesn't have a lot of comics. Like I mostly just have like some manga, in some Injustice comics because I read that at one point, and Ultimate Spider-Man. Like my main thing
That's
is
a
that
good
like
one. That's
because
a good
like
one.
Mm-hmm. That's
yeah,
a good
because
one.
I remember you gave it. I remember Oscar gave it for me for like I think it was like the first birthday.
Uh,
Yeah, the first birthday gift he ever gave me.
yeah,
But
no.
like my main thing is that like what was it like with collecting, because like what was it? Ugh, I'm a little bit tired right now.
That's okay.
Like honestly, like because like the thing is like if you have such a small space, like let's say you have a small space, would you like recommend like I use a bookshelf? Like, is there anyone like that you recommend with like with bookshelves or
Um, for trades or for weeklies.
just like just in general? I don't know if that makes any sense. Like,
So right over here, I have two Billy bookcases, and they're like the 12-inch wide, narrow ones. Those are all graphic novels, all trades.
okay,
Um, then I'll show you. Let me get two things that I'll show you. Hold on.
no worries. Oscar, you're so silent right now.
I'm listening intently.
Nice. I don't know why I'm so laughing today, but yeah.
Editor, cut this part out, please.
Yeah, this is where we have like a little intermission thing.
Editor, put some silly comic panels up.
All right. So,
Welcome back.
welcome. Thank you. Again, so I'll I have been collecting things for a very long time. It starts with one thing and it always expands. Mine started with Lego and comics, and then it became action figures and hot toys and Funko
naturally.
Pops and all those. I even have custom Funko Pops that I have like that are of me. I have custom Lego figures that are made of me.
That's actually
But
really cool though.
it's really
Like
neat.
having
Yeah,
a custom
very
Lego figure of
nice.
you of like your own self. That's really cool.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. I've my kids did it for me one year, and it's pretty awesome. Um, so when you get into collecting, there's two kind of people in collecting, right? There's the ones that collect and read and put it in a box, and then there are ones that collect and bag and board and save for value, right? And sometimes they overlap, right? So this little box right here. Again, they sell them on Amazon. These are my like high grade comics that are like high
Oh.
value books. That and there's I have three of these that are all high value books. Some of them, if you can see the back of my wall, they're CGC graded in the back, and as I send them out, I get them graded and whatnot. But I keep them in here so that they don't get touched. They literally get bought, bagged and board, and put it right in the box. And I wait till I either get them autographed or I ship them out to CGC to get graded.
Nice.
Then, if you want to have like a clean looking aesthetic in your room or your dorm or whatever, I got this style box, which has a nice Velcro lid. I'll move my mic out of the way.
Nice.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's serious right there.
So,
Okay, now I'm curious to know how much have you spent on comics like overall?
God knows. I would.
God,
Maybe it's better not to.
It's
maybe it's better we don't know.
Yeah.
don't do the math.
Yeah.
For a while, I would say for a good, I would say from probably 2008 to 2000 and right before COVID, I would say like around 2020,
Oh.
I was spending easily $40 a week for that span of time for
Damn.
12 years.
Wow.
And that's just current. That's not even going back to the 80s when I started buying comics. And you know, but the thing about and this goes for any kind of collecting, right? You're if it's something you're passionate about, the money does not matter. Yes, you got to buy, food and
Well,
clothes
that's not
and
important.
whatnot. But you can always buy a new T-shirt when you need one. But
Yeah.
you know, if it's something you love and it's something that gives you joy, don't look at it as a financial expense. Look at it as something that is going to offer you fulfillment in some capacity. You know, for a long time when I was collecting, I was like, oh, someday I'll have kids. Maybe I'll have a son or two. They'll want to read them. Then I had two daughters. And guess what? My daughters like reading them too.
Aw,
And so I was like, oh man, they're never going to read them. My oldest
they ended
daughter
up
has,
reading them.
yeah, she's got a stack of her own comics, and she goes to the shop with me sometimes, and she'll buy stuff.
That's
Um,
nice.
You never know how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I hope that answered your question.
That's a very
That does.
interesting. That's a very interesting way of looking at it. Honestly, that's how I feel about comics as well. To me, I'm someone who only recently got in. I want to say during high school. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
I
think it
told
was
you
high
this,
school.
Xavier, where basically like during high school was when I started like getting really obsessed. All right, so this is gonna go back to my obsession of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
'90s, there was these line of comics called the Archie comics, the Archie Sonic comics, and I was really obsessed with trying to like collect a lot of those issues. And as I tried collecting like more of those comics, I started branching out and like learning about like more series that I potentially like, and that's how I learned about
See.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Specifically, like
Oh man,
specifically like the Brian Michael Bendis one. Like
that's the best run.
it
Yeah.
has its problems, but I will always defend it because like
Yeah.
I love that thing
Honestly,
so much.
if you want to read another amazing Brian Michael Bendis run, the all new X-Men run, where
Oh.
where the '60s X-Men get blasted into the present
I heard
day.
of that one. Yeah.
It's I want to say
Okay.
it's like a 60 or 70 issue run, but it is some of the best comics I've read in the last 10 years, bar none. I love that story. It's super fun. You can find the trades pretty cheap, and it's a very, very good read.
Yeah.
I love
You
that.
got me at X-Men because mostly because like as of this year I started wanting to get more into comics. Like the main ones that I have in my collection, like I said, were Ultimate Spider-Man and Injustice and a bunch of manga. By the way, I realized Injustice is not a good comic. Ultimate Spider-Man I really like more. I've considered getting like a few Batman. Like I considered getting Long Halloween, Year One. I thought about getting Bone because I remember
should
Oscar
really-
mentioned.
Okay. Since you mentioned Boned, oh
Sadie,
my
do you want to
god,
borrow one of my? Do you want to borrow one of mine to just
Thank
read
you.
one?
That would be great.
I
That'd be
love
cool.
Bone.
I'll-
Okay.
I don't have Bone, but I do have a couple of good Batman trades. I'll bring you in.
Okay.
You can
I
borrow a
can
couple.
I can
Go
tell
on.
you this.
Thank you.
You can go walk into any single library. You'll find like a copy of Bone there. It is so good. I used to grow up on this stuff in elementary school. The thing was, I read it way out of order. Like the next
Oh.
volume, they didn't have it because some other kid rented it out. So I just like kept reading all the other ones like so out of order to the point that I didn't even know
Yep.
what the story was. When I got to the
that
end,
was like me with the Amulet series because I have book one in my collection, but in middle school I read them out of order, and I was like, wait, I'm not reading this correctly.
yeah,
And then I got book one, and then I understood. And I loved Amulet as a kid.
Yeah, no. Honestly, for me though, while I do really love collecting comics, I'm more of like the type to collect the trades, because it just feels a little bit more easier, just a little bit more tidier for me. Like, going to the store, tracking down like a specific like single issue. That's really awesome. That's an awesome feeling. But like, it's just a little bit easier for me to just like have just a book I could just put on
what
the
is
shelf
Cannetti
and just
getting?
pull out. You know?
What do you think Cannetti's getting right now? Oh wait,
Ooh, what is it?
He has some trades. I think.
Ooh,
I think
viewers,
he's,
what could it be? What could it be?
What does
So-
Cannetti have in his hands?
So you spoke of the Spider-Man Bendis run. This
Oh, Spider-Man. Nice.
Kind of
This
fuck with
is-
the art.
that is legit. The artist, she is incredibly talented, amazing, wonderful artist. Now there's another one that this is one that I haven't even opened yet. So do you guys know who Alex Ross is?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. That guy
Okay.
is a legend.
That's the artist of Kingdom Come, right?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
is that
okay.
Fantastic Four?
So this is Fantastic Four. This is all of his Fantastic Four art
Oh, nice.
in a trade. And I haven't even opened it yet because I don't want to even break the seal.
I have that. I've broken the seal. I probably should not have
boy.
broken the seal, but I've seen it.
Yeah,
It is so
It's awesome.
beautiful.
it's awesome.
Oh my god, I
love
love
his art
his
so
art.
much.
Something that I hear from him is that sometimes when he has like a complicated like like thing he has to draw, he gets like a real life person.
Oh yeah, he's
and he like
always,
and like they pose it so
Ooh.
he could just like take reference photos.
yeah. You
to
can
draw it.
actually in the '90s the two people that did his Superman and Batman are real people. They were like just real people that he thought they looked the part. And he's like, I'm going to draw you. Now,
Okay.
you mentioned something about books direct to trade or having a trade, right? As I've gotten older, I prefer buying the trade than buying it bi-monthly or weekly in some cases because it just gets out of control. And like right now, I am missing one book from a Batman run that went last year because I just happened to miss the issue and I didn't even realize till months later. And now I'm trying to track it down, which is annoying. But DC Comics, a handful of years ago, did what's called the Earth One series. Earth One Batman, Earth One Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and the Teen Titans, right?
Yeah.
And those were all direct to trade, and they are some of the best comics I've ever read in a long, long time. The Batman Earth One, there is so much of the elements of that taken from that book and put into the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Like the arc of the way Alfred is literally ripped out of that book, 100%. And it's beautiful art and a right to trade. I enjoy that kind of thing because I can sit there and read it in a weekend, and I'm like, oh, I got the whole story done, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I do got a question.
What else
sorry,
you got?
sorry,
Bring them
sorry.
on. Bring them
Alright.
on.
So, if you were to recommend, okay, this is a more basic question, but if you were to recommend like any kind of comic, doesn't have to be like superhero, like just any, what would you recommend? Like give me like a list. Like, let's give like top 5 comics you'd recommend.
Okay, top 5.
Like top
Okay.
5 of like some of your favorites that you think.
Yeah, just like of your favorites that you'd recommend to anyone.
Xavier,
Okay.
this is just an excuse so you can just read this stuff, right?
Yes, it is. I need to
Okay.
beat it.
Why the Last Man
Okay.
is number 1. The story is about a virus wipes out all of mankind, all of men, except for one man, and the whole rest of the planet is all women. And it's a race against time for him to, because there's some people that are kind of hunting him, and some people that want to help him, like get him to reproduce, to keep the existence going. And it's this like really amazing story, this like travel across the country kind of a thing, which is a phenomenal book. That's number 1 is Why the Last Man. They screwed it up so badly in the TV show that got canceled after 1 season, but that book is probably the best book ever. Watchmen is number 2.
I have
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
I've just
Watchmen
never finished it. I've only gone like halfway though.
It's a Watchmen is a must read. I would say Batman Year One is definitely 1. Kingdom Come would be 4.
I've debated on reading Kingdom Come a few times actually.
Kingdom Come is
I've heard
everything.
like it's like one of the best, like
It's
one of
like-
the
It
best
is-
DC comics.
it is like
it's made
probably-
by one of my favorite authors,
Yeah.
like Mark Waid. I love that
Yeah.
guy.
And then hold on. There's got to be a good one. Give me a second. Hold on.
Oh, you know it's a
Alright.
good one when he has to look for
You
it.
know,
That's how you know.
you
it's
already
good.
know it's good when he has to oh, and he's doing the thinking pose too. Editor
Uh,
Xavier, zoom in on him doing the thinking pose.
Real quick, Oscar's like real quick recommendations. Bone, if you want a real quick, easy fantasy read, very good. All ages, really awesome. Scott Pilgrim, if you want something
Okay.
that's more like manga inspired, really fantastic. If you want to get more into like the
Say that again?
superhero side of things, I really recommend like the first run of Ultimate Spider-Man. It gets pretty slow in the middle, but those beginning bits are some of the best Spider-Man material ever. And just keep up with the Absolute Universe on DC's end.
Oh.
Really good Superman stuff. Batman, Wonder Woman, all that stuff. Keep up with it. It's really good.
Here's my
And-
recommendations. Anything but Injustice. That shit is ass.
Injustice 2 is not bad.
I haven't read Injustice. I've read Injustice, like the first series. I don't like
like-
it. I liked it in middle school, and that says
Everyone
enough.
likes
I think
Injustice
that
in
says
middle
enough.
school. Everyone likes
I think that
Injustice
says
in
it
middle
all.
school. Everyone in middle school thought evil Superman was awesome.
I thought it was
not.
like the peakest shit of Superman I've ever seen.
Me in middle school. Wow,
God.
Superman
Should I
is
ask Cannetti
evil.
about, like-
This is so
Oh my God.
awesome. Wait,
Should I
let's
ask
ask
Cannetti
him about evil Superman.
Oh no.
Oh,
God, Cannetti, if you're watching this post when this gets posted, I'm sorry. Oh God. Oh boy.
All right. Okay. I
okay.
was like,
From how long it took a lot of effort, right?
Yeah.
I was listening. I could hear you guys talking.
Okay.
Oh,
boy.
oh.
Oh God, he knows the question I'm gonna ask
Oh
him.
no! Oh no! Abort!
So-
Abort! Abort!
So before you ask that question, Um, so this is a particular book. So most comic book readers, right, of my generation, we read it, when we like late 80s until like around 95, 96, right? Because we were going to high school. And what happens when you go to high school?
You grow up.
You meet girls.
Oh.
Oh, that's something I never did.
Uh,
Well, in my case, yes. And it was one of those things where when I grew up, it was very taboo to wear like a Batman T-shirt or like talk about comics or
Oh, yeah.
superheroes or whatever. It was a very
was, like,
different
almost
era
like-
than you got. It was
It was like, yeah.
essentially when I grew up, if you were a comic book geek, you were weird and
Yeah.
people didn't want to talk to you.
it wasn't
Nowadays,
as it wasn't as mainstream.
right, exactly. Even through college, right? I didn't, never really talk other than superhero movies. But then in 2005, I was kind of bored one day and I found this like random comic shop near my house and I went in and I bought a particular book.
Ooh,
It's called-
the big
it's called-
reveal.
Identity Crisis.
Oh, that one. Oh,
So-
I know that one.
So this was the book that got me back into comics. It's not a very grandiose big story. It's really a mystery and a crime drama that is so engrossing that it brought me back to comics. And if I didn't read this book, I wouldn't have been collecting for the last 20 years, basically. That's the book that I recommend the most. I think it's amazing. So, okay. Fire your question at me now. I'm ready.
Here's a big one. Marvel or DC?
It's so hard to answer that question.
Answer the question. Don't avoid it.
Well, historically, I would have said DC Comics, right?
Okay.
But there are characters in Marvel that I absolutely treasure and love, like Cable for one, Kitty Pryde. A lot of them are X-Men. Captain America. Wolverine, yes and no. I actually tend to lean more towards Cyclops. I really like Cyclops a lot. The Fantastic Four, and obviously Spider-Man. In certain iterations of Spider-Man, there are certain ones that I don't like. I don't like when they de-age him back to high school age. I like him when he's like late 20s, early 30s age. There's also a run where he it's called Renew Your Vows, where he's married to Mary Jane and has a daughter.
That's a very good one. I
Very
love that
good
one.
run. So, if I had to pick, I would have to lean DC Comics only because of Batman, but the problem is with DC Comics today that I don't like is it's become so Batman centric that it like oversaturated it, right?
Yeah.
Almost
was
like
just-
they're giving him the more treatment than the others, or
Right, yes. And they even did a couple of runs a few years back called Dark Knight's Metal and Dark Knight's and literally it's basically like the entire multiverse revolves around Batman. And as
Yeah.
opposed to Batman is just a guy. He's just a guy that had a tragedy happen to him and wanted to save people so they could avoid that thing. I don't like when they make the whole world about Batman.
Do you?
All right, now I got
how
a
do
question
you
about that.
like? Do you prefer like just to follow that up? Like, do you prefer when Batman is like part of the Justice League, just like doing like crazy like sci-fi or mystical stuff, or when he's more like grounded, like in the detective Gotham City side of things?
So if you ask me cartoon wise, I love Justice League the animated series. I love that series, and I think Batman works well in that Justice League because he is the grounded character in around all these gods, right? But when it gets to like fighting Darkseid or going to like other planets, I'm like, how could this guy breathe on another planet and B like survive against these juggernauts? I don't care how
Because
smart
he's Batman.
Batman is.
because he's
Yeah,
There's a
Batman.
contingency plan for everything.
but like there's a point where like it becomes a little bit ridiculous at sometimes. I'm just like, it takes me out of it. I love the grounded, gritty, like Gotham City focused Batman. His rogues gallery is so immense that you can do anything with those characters and tell new stories all the time. I also like when like Batman goes to other places, right? Like he goes to like Bloodhaven, or he goes to like other cities and other countries and whatnot, and he has to be Batman somewhere else.
Yeah.
But like that, I like a lot. Like if he's an Earthbound hero that does normal stuff, I dig that.
I remember there's this really fun moment in like an issue of Nightwing where Nightwing is like sort of out of it and he needs to like go train in like a distant place. So Bruce actually goes over to Bloodhaven to fill in as Nightwing, and like Dick comes back and tells like Bruce, "Hey, how did it go?" And told him and Bruce tells him it went pretty good. I quipped twice, and that's fun.
So they've done that switch a couple times where there's a few times where Dick Grayson has become Batman, and I really love those stories too because you see that the gravity of carrying the mantle of Batman is so heavy for anybody to burden, and it only really can be burdened by one person, and everybody else can't carry it the way Bruce Wayne does, and I think that's a unique take on Batman.
Yeah. Xavier, you got a question?
Yeah, so actually I got two technically.
Go.
This one is more based on like because you mentioned more unique takes of Batman. What are your thoughts on the newest run, Absolute Batman?
I hate it. I won't read it.
Oh,
Whoa.
Won't read
Okay.
it.
Controversial.
Absolutely. I bought the first issue, and it was a big thumbs down for me.
What are your thoughts,
Um,
though? What turned you off?
it just doesn't work for me. It's
Okay.
again, it's an Elseworlds version of Batman that like is this ultra violent, guy, and I don't like the essence of Batman is he dealt with this trauma and he devoted his life to becoming the best version of himself. He's not just like an abusive monster, right?
Yeah.
And an
Otherwise,
absolute Batman is a monster
Yeah.
in my mind.
okay.
like, you think it leans more towards, like, the Zack Snyder version of Batman where he's just murdering people? I don't know.
I would say it's
Oh,
even
yeah.
worse. I would say it's even worse than that.
Yeah.
A great Batman run is an Elseworld story called Gotham by Gaslight.
Oh, I've
And
heard
got-
that one. I've heard that one.
Yeah, so basically he's hunting down Jack the Ripper, the serial killer. And it's so fantastic because it's so grounded, and they placed him in a real world setting and dealing with that real world situation. I think that's such a cool idea. Like I'd love to see Batman, deal with the Ted Bundys and like all these like psychopaths and go after those guys, and then you have guys like Victor Zsasz or the Joker who are just mass murderers and psychopaths, and I like
Okay.
when he has to deal with those psychopaths.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say this: if you haven't read it already, like Absolute Superman is probably like the best out of the run, except for maybe like Wonder Woman. But I haven't read that one yet. But I've heard it's really good. Mainly because like even like the situation that I just want to gush about Absolute Superman real quick
Go ahead.
Go
because I
ahead.
really love it. So Superman arrives onto Earth when he's already like a young adult because he never meets the Kents. He doesn't meet the Kents until after he arrives. He grows up on Krypton, and on Krypton it's like a fascist like regime
Oh.
hierarchy, and like that's where he learns like how to like be a good person from like his parents, and he takes that with him to Earth where it's also like a fascist hierarchical regime, and like the situation is way different. It's way darker. Like it's actively like a hellscape there. But Superman, even though like his approach is a little bit different, is still the same person. He's still like saving people. He's still like trying to be the symbol of hope, even though like this world is like way more terrible. Like the way like Xavier, the best way to say this, it's Zack Snyder's Superman done
Oh,
right.
no. Okay, okay.
Like actually
Okay.
done right.
So
They don't have. Okay, do they not? They better not have Pa Kent just going.
no, oh please. So um I do really like the character design of Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman. I think the character design is the look is so refreshing, and it's a nice update to those characters. I have been curious about reading the Superman run because I've heard good things.
It's not bad. It's really good. Trust me.
To touch on the Zack Snyder of it all,
Here we go.
so I think since Christopher Reeve, Henry Cavill is the closest thing to Superman we have in this world as an actor, as a person, and like he is the perfect casting. And there are certain elements of Man of Steel that I think are brilliant, and I love it. The Pa Kent dying in a tornado, I hate. The reason why Pa Kent dying by a heart attack is so meaningful is because Superman has all this immense power, but he still couldn't save somebody from just a natural cause of death, right? Like he could have, if he wanted to, probably with his finger flicked and jump started his heart, but that's not. But that's not what he's meant to do. Like his father died of a natural cause, a tragic way, but that makes sense. It works, and that really bothered me because I thought Kevin Costner's a great casting for Pa Kent too, like perfect casting. I hate Batman v Superman. I think, though I love both the actors that are in it, I hate the way they did Lex Luthor, and it's edited really poorly.
Yeah,
really, really poorly. And the Justice League film, I don't count the Joss Whedon re-edit, but the 4-hour version that they
Snyder cut.
Yeah,
the Snyder cut
is good, but not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I don't agree with his casting for Barry Allen. Barry Allen, again, should have been in his 30s as like a seasoned CSI guy. I've never thought Gal Gadot was a great actress. That even though she looked the part, she's not a very good actress.
Yeah.
The kid who played Cyborg was pretty cool. I like that. But that's basically my take on those movies. And the Flash movie is another mess that I don't even want to get into.
I watched that.
Flash so much.
I was
It's a mess.
I was not having a good day, and I decided to put that on just to like make me feel something.
Make you feel worse.
I don't know. I have a weird way of coping, but like
oh god,
I need like an actually good Flash movie. I'm a massive Flash fan. I've been reading like the Mark Waid run and even like the New 52 stuff, and like it's good. I need like a Flash movie with Wally. I don't want Barry. I want Wally.
See, Wally West is my Flash. That's the one that we had in the 90s. That's the one we had in the Justice League animated series and the Mark Waid run.
I prefer because I remember watching.
This is something I always say to everyone, like every Flash fan, like everything good about Barry, they just took from Wally and just gave to him. You know?
Yeah.
Because like for me, it's like I grew up with Justice League. Well, I grew up watching a few episodes of Justice League the animated series. I mostly watched Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah,
but like even then, I still preferred. I kind of liked the Flash in that show. I thought it was I thought he had like this type of personality that I thought was really cool.
Now, fun fact: the guy who voices the Flash in the Justice League series played Lex Luthor on Smallville.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah, for real. Michael Rosenbaum was Lex Luthor. Yeah.
Oh wait, and there was that episode where they body swapped.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Listen, I'm a massive fan of The Flash. I just want there to actually be like an honest to good movie. But like I don't want it to be like another multiverse thing where like he has to like time travel or a flashpoint. Like he has a rogues gallery. He has the rogues. They're all fun. They're all great. Why don't they have like just him just like doing his job, not like kickstarting a reboot?
What was it? I think it was 91. They actually had a Flash series.
Yeah.
Right? and it only ran for one season. It was 21 episodes. The actor his name was John Wesley Shipp. He played Barry Allen, and it is the best live action comic book series. Period. Like it's so perfect because it's told in the style of kind of Tim Burton-y, but also a little bit more modern as well, and it's unique. And the costume is perfect. Mark Hamill, who's Luke Skywalker, plays the Jester, and basically that's how they discovered his voice to play the Joker in Batman the Animated Series.
Nice.
It's the same exact voice, which is funny.
Nice.
So what else you got for me? I have a lot of knowledge, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, how much time do we have left?
I got about another 10 minutes.
Like
All
another
right,
10 minutes.
like 5 or 10 minutes.
Sure.
Xavier,
Oh, I have a question. You were picking out your comics from like my question about your top 5 like
I don't
best
like where this is
recommendations. I gotta ask, what are your thoughts on the evil Superman?
like
We even were discussing this.
Like the whole trope of like Superman like being evil.
Like, personally, ever since because I've mostly because my least favorite example as of throughout my whole years knowing Superman, I never liked, for example, Brightburn, and
No.
I'm curious to know, what do you think is like the worst evil Superman take?
I mean, Homelander is clearly the worst version of Superman by far.
I've never seen The Boys, so I can't say.
Oh
I
my
have.
god,
It's actually pretty good. I liked it.
it's intense.
Yeah, it's very not like for everyone.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, I can stomach Invincible, but it's like I can't deal
It's
with
a little worse than Invincible.
It's a little inverse.
Oh,
yeah.
but still good.
oh.
Still good. Still
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
Except for parts of like the newest season, but like it's still good.
So I don't listen. There are certain stories that I found like in Evil Superman that I've like enjoyed. So there was a comic book called Irredeemable. It was a Boom comic, and basically it is Superman going from good to evil.
Okay.
And it's a very, very good run of books. It just goes on too long that it gets a little bit stale toward the end. But basically, he becomes this psychopathic, violent monster that's just godlike powers. And there was a sequel book called Incorruptible, which was essentially that world's version of a Batman.
Oh.
But what was interesting about him was he actually had a superpower where the longer he went without going to sleep, the stronger his body got. And so he would have a week and a half where he wasn't sleeping, so he was all delirious, but he was like super strong, and he would be able to fight this evil Superman, which was kind of cool, which was neat. That was clever. Nice. I don't like when they make Clark Kent bad. Like, I don't like that Superman being evil. I really don't. He has General Zod. General Zod is the evil version of him.
There's also Bizarro if you want to count him.
Yeah, Bizarro's not really evil. He's
just weird.
He's just sort of like he's an anti-hero because he doesn't have the brain capacity to understand right from wrong.
Well, it depends on like the era, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, what else you got? I'm bringing.
All right.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oscar, I want you to ask. Let's see if you got something.
Oh God, putting me on the spot here. Anything new you've been reading? Anything like you've been like new comics you've been reading and you've been saying to yourself, "Wow, this is pretty good."
So, I took a year off from comics, believe it or not. My New Year's resolution this year was to not buy comics.
Oh,
Xavier, why do we have this guy on the podcast then?
I don't know.
I had to, because what was happening is this. I was buying so much that I right now, if I never bought another comic for the rest of my life, I have enough bucks in this room to last me the rest of my life that I have not read yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably about 5,000 books in this room. where we are.
Jesus.
Yeah. That being said, there are some books that I have picked up here and there that I've been sort of digging. Batman 89 Echoes, which is like a sequel series to the Batman 89 movie, that I really like. There is... what is it called? I like a couple of different one-off books here and there. Like I buy certain ones for like the Black Cat book that's currently running. I really like that in Marvel. I like anything Spider-Gwen. I really do. Any run of Spider-Gwen I've always enjoyed. What I don't like is they constantly reboot it at one as opposed to just keep the numbers going. I hate that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird when they do that.
Yeah. It devalues the book. Like I have the first appearance of Spider-Gwen issue. I just sent it to CGC to get graded because it's worth so much money that I'm like, I want to know what it's going to come back as. It's probably going to come back at like a 9.2, which would be worth maybe about $500-600 give or take. If it was a 9.8, it would be like $5,000 to $10,000. So
damn,
depending on the quality. Yeah.
All right. So I know we got like 4 minutes left before we have to stop recording. So,
all right. So the big one, the big Xavier.
Let's see. Actually,
final
no,
question.
I got an idea. Kennedy, let's see if do you have any questions for us?
Ooh.
What got you interested in wanting to buy comics?
Okay, Oscar, do you want to start?
Sure. I don't know. I just like going to a store. Over at my college, there's actually like a little like hole in the wall comic shop. I go there I try to go there like every week. Kind of like you, I spend like $20 a week. But thankfully I have a job, so
there you go.
Kind of evens out. But I don't know. I just like the feeling of just like going in, looking for stuff. Maybe just like looking for something that isn't in my collection yet. Like I remember getting into Absolute Flash and just like building, like collecting all the other issues that I didn't have, and that was a really nice feeling, just like hunting it all down.
There's the thrill of the chase, and I do like holding a physical issue of a book. I like I don't like reading on an iPad.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because
I've read like a lot of comics on like my phone or on my computer, and like it's all right, but like it doesn't feel the same, you know.
Yeah, you need the book. What about you, Xavier? What do you got?
Okay.
Why did you start reading comics?
So the main reason why is because I usually like prefer. I'm like a visual kind of guy, so I prefer like images over like just simple. I like imagining things, but I sometimes really like the idea of just seeing the action play out. It almost reminds me of like a movie in some ways, I really like that a lot. Like most of the time I've been reading manga. Like I've been reading Bungo Stray Dogs. It's a really good manga. But like honestly, it's just getting to imagine things like the voices or like the actions playing out. Like it's really fun. I always love doing that. So it just stems from like the wonder of like imagining it play out. Like almost like you're playing out like a movie or TV show. And also because I just like reading that stuff. So
nice.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what. Give me rapid fire. I'll answer as many as you can as fast as I can. Let's see what you got. Bring it.
All right.
Favorite run of
Worst
Spider-Man.
comic.
Favorite run of Spider-Man would probably be the Bendis one we talked about, Ultimate Spider-Man. When Miles first comes into the scene. Worst comic is by far is the Batman Eternal. I hated that book so much. Awful. Weekly book.
Okay.
What do you feel about Zack Snyder's version of Watchmen?
I love that movie. I think it's a great movie.
Do you think Josh Trank would have had a fantastic version of Fantastic Four?
Shut up.
No.
Shut
that movie
up.
was bad, top to bottom.
Okay,
I saw that on a plane.
Great cast.
Thank you.
Bad
Okay.
movie.
Thank you. I like the cast, but yeah.
Rapid fire.
Okay,
Favorite Marvel superhero?
Kitty Pryde.
That's a good one.
Underrated comic.
Underrated comic is... Oh my god. I don't know. Shit, I can't think.
We're running out of time.
Superman Last Son.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right,
Favorite
one more.
MCU movie?
Winter Soldier.
That's a good one. Guardians.
I think
for me.
All right. For me, it's just Infinity War. I'm a basic bitch. It's Infinity War. Anyways,
Uh,
that's it for
So-
today, I guess. Because like we're
favorite
getting close
favorite
to
Batman actor.
Okay,
favorite
let's hear it.
Batman actor.
Michael Keaton.
All right,
Okay.
Robert Pattinson.
He's
Ben
pretty darn
Affleck.
good.
All right, I think that's it then.
All right,
All right.
Perfect. Thank you
All
so
right,
much,
this is-
Cannetti.
This has been
I
really fun.
I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed our conversation.
It's so
I enjoyed
good
it.
talking to other people who are as weirdly obsessed about this stuff as we are.
It is cool.
I am mentally ill when it comes to this stuff.
We are.
Listen, you're
we're-
talking to someone
Xavier,
that. Oh
Xavier,
my god.
we're not making it, man. We're not making it.
Cannetti,
No.
you're talking to someone that spent $1,000 worth of Power Rangers collectibles as of this year. I looked it up.
Next,
It's bad.
Join us next episode while we hold an
We'll
intervention
figure out what the next topic is for
on
the next
Xavier
episode.
Lewis's Common Writer collection. Let's hold an intervention about that.
Oh
If
god.
you want to
You
go
should do
into
shock
action
therapy.
figures, if we ever go
Oh,
into action
God.
figures, I could
Don't
show you
encourage
some.
Xavier, please don't.
Don't encourage me, Cannetti. All right.
All right, thank
Any
you so
final
much.
words?
All right,
All right.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.